Asha Richard. This is Fabia Tommy.
I am Mitra Rajesh.
And I'm Utkarsha Mukhare from Olive International School, Doha, Qatar. Let's look at the latest news headlines.
Dr. Jackson MB is appointed as the new principal of Olive International School. Former principal Mr. Jacob KM was given a heartfelt farewell after a tenure of 4 successful years of service. PDP sessions were conducted for teachers of OIS by the principal, Dr. Jackson MB. Ms. Anupama Sajjan is promoted as the new acting vice principal of Olive International School with effect from 1st November 2020. Ms. Sarika Pandey officially took charge of Noaja campus as the new headmistress.
Reopening day at Olive International School. Olive International School reopened after the summer break on 1st September 2020. The Olivians conducted the first live thematic assembly of the academic session 2020-21 on 6th September 2020 on account of Teachers' Day.
OS Got Talent 2020 documentary and PPT presentation competition at Olive International School.
International Hindi Divas, Spandan 2020. God's Own Country or a Heaven on Earth, Keralium 2020.
Admissions for the new academic year 2021 to 2022 started in Olive International School.
Olive International School celebrated Gandhi Jayanti for the academic year 2020-21. An online principal-parent teachers meet was conducted in all campuses of Olive International School. Olive International School successfully completes the half-yearly examination for the academic year. PTM, Olive International School held its second PTM on 17th October 2020. Inter-school debate competition. Olive International School organized an inter-school debate competition on 24th October 2020. Debate training for teachers. English teachers of OIS attended the debate training organized by Qatar Debate, a member of Qatar Foundation.
Headlines from a kindergarten. Various special activities were conducted in both Abu Hamad and Karya campus. Young Olivians learned about homes of their favorite animals. Spring party was conducted in both campuses.
Dear parents and students, Olive International School has crossed its infanthood. It has reached its adulthood. In its short history of 6 years, Olive has reached to the status of one of the best schools here in Doha. Today it stands shoulder to shoulder to all leading CBSE schools. It's ready to be upgraded to senior secondary status. All the facilities for the upgradation is complete. Olive is well equipped with all science labs exclusively for physics, chemistry and biology. In addition to that, Olive has Max Lab, Computer Lab and a well full-fledged library. It will enable both the teaching community and the students community to do all references necessary for their advanced studies and instruction. In Olive, we implement outcome-based education. Along with course learning outcome, students attain students learning outcome also. That's why we guarantee you a student-centered education. In its short history, Olive has brought a name and fame here in Doha. We welcome all of you to enjoy burdenless, outcome-based, activity-based education here in Olive. Thank you.
News in detail.
Dr. Jackson MB is appointed as the new principal of Olive International School. Former principal Mr. Jacob KM was given a heartfelt farewell after a tenure of 4 successful years of service.
In any case, my children, I love you all, and my happiness, success, and fulfillment in life will come when I hear that you are all successful in life, happy, and doing well.
Ms. Anupama Sajjan is promoted as the new acting vice principal of Olive International School with effect from 1st November 2020. Ms. Sarika Pandey officially took charge of Noaja campus as the new headmistress. Admissions for the academic year 2021 to 2022 is open in Olive International School. The admission process can be done in all the campuses between 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Effective professional learning focuses on developing the core attributes of an effective teacher. It enhances teachers' understanding of the content they teach and equips them with a range of strategies that enable their students to learn that content. Keeping this fact in mind, a professional development program on classroom management was conducted by Dr. Jackson MB on 26 August 2020.
Olive International School reopened after the summer break on 1st September 2020. Keeping in mind all the precautionary measures, Olive International School strongly took the step to open the school for the students and the staff from 1st September 2020 with a step of blended learning. The students of each class were divided into different groups according to which they were informed to attend the school. Online classes were also held for all the educators to cover the syllabus. For the first 3 days, the students were trained about the COVID-19 situation and how to keep themselves safe through awareness programs by each class teacher. They were made aware of the fact that it is the responsibility of each person to protect their health and prevent the spread of COVID-19. Along with the blended teaching, which was a success for the school, Olive took effective steps to conduct half-yearly examination for the students through online Google Forms for grade 1 to 8 and pen and paper examination for grade 9 and above.
Olive International School celebrated Gandhi Jayanti 2020 to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Virtual Special Assembly was conducted on different campuses of OIS. The assembly was aimed at inculcating Gandhian values of humanity, brotherhood and secularism. Grade 1 and 2 paid special tributes to Father of our Nation through fancy dress programs. The students of OIS paid a creative homage to Gandhiji by making thoughtful posters, eye-catching slogans. On this auspicious occasion, the students of grade 7, 8 and 9 presented the assembly on the theme The Saint of Sabarmati, depicting the life of the great man who lived in the principles of ahimsa and non-violence. Philosophical and pragmatic ideals of Mahatma Gandhi were presented through various events like skit, dance, speech and fancy dress. Teachers also had a special quiz competition on the topic The Life of Gandhiji. PPTM. Olive International School organized an online principal-parent-teacher meet on all the campuses for the year 2020. The PPTM was conducted to review the progress of students and to analyze the blended learning system which is in practice. The enthusiastic parents showed great interest and cooperation for the smooth running of the school. The principal was the moderator of the discussion, who set the tone by reflecting on the creation of a virtual environment and supportive parenting in the overall development of a child. The importance of outcome-based education was discussed. Various points on how the teaching-learning process aims to develop a learning ecosystem that ensures desired outcomes and their goals were shared. The meeting also welcomed suggestions from parent and teacher representatives to improve and contribute to the holistic well-being of students. Olive International School conducted half-yearly examination for the academic year 2020-21 from 13 September to 8 October 2020.
Olive International School held its second PTM on 17 October across all campuses. Parents and teachers held a fruitful discussion with each other via Zoom to make sure that their students keep progressing in all areas of their lives. Many parents appreciated the efforts of OIS management and the teachers for giving their best during these challenging times. Olive International School held its first online inter-school debate competition of the year 2020-21 on Saturday, the 24th of October 2020. The occasion was graced with the esteemed presence of the chief guest, Deputy Director of Education. Judges Ms. Aparajita Mukherjee and Ms. Azmeen Syed. The Principal of OIS, Dr. Jackson Maliki. The Vice Principal, Ms. Geeta Somashekharan, and the headmistresses of various campuses of OIS. The Chief Guest, Ms. Halima Sadia, the Deputy Director of Education, encouraged the students to participate with true spirit and enthusiasm. 10 teams from 9 Indian schools gathered on Zoom platform to express their views on the topic. This house believes that COVID-19 pandemic has taught us how to turn challenges into opportunities. The students presented their views enthusiastically, and the principal, Dr. Jackson Maliki, congratulated each one of them and appreciated their zeal to participate in such an event. The great debaters of various schools dished out some high-quality stuff in their discussion. It was a wonderful experience as the students got an opportunity to take part in this competition despite the challenge of COVID-19. There was a lot to learn from these young debaters, and they filled the hearts of the listeners with great compassion and courage.
Teachers' Day is celebrated on 5th September every year on the occasion of the birth anniversary of India's second President, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, to appreciate and acknowledge the efforts and hard work of our teachers in making us sophisticated and responsible individuals. The school witnessed the event in their respective classrooms via Zoom platform, adhering to all the precautions. The assembly was initiated with the prayer by Heba Masood of grade 6H for taking the blessings of God Almighty. The Honorable School Principal, Mr. Jackson, addressed the Olivians with his motivating words. The program was coordinated by Mr. Dennison, Mr. Roshmelon, Ms. Shilpa and Ms. Rhythm. New amendments in attending the classes from November 1st, 2020. Ministry of Education and Higher Education. Respecting the right and pleasure of students to be in the school with their teachers and classmates, the Ministry of Education and Higher Education has decided to cancel the option given to the parents to choose between physical attendance and distance learning, and suggested the rotating attendance system for students in attending the classes physically from 1st November 2020. Attendance in person learning was compulsory for all the students, though on a rotation basis. The total number of the students in each class were divided into Group A and Group B, giving them chance to attend the school in alternative weeks. Children were back to school full of enthusiasm and vigor to meet their teachers and classmates.
OS Got Talent 2020. To make the students understand the importance of information technology in today's world, students of grade 9 were given a chance to participate in the documentary and PowerPoint presentation competition conducted for Olive Fest 2020. Sri Purna Pachaspati and Zayed Abdul Kalam prepared a creative PowerPoint presentation on the topic How to Stay Positive in COVID-19.
International Hindi Divas, Spandan 2020. Respecting the culture and nationality of all the nations and its national language, Hindi, Olive International School celebrated Hindi Divas. The students spoke on the importance of the day, performed Nukkad Natak and presented their own Hindi poetries. The young Olivians actively participated in the International Hindi Poem Recitation Competition, debate competition and speech competition organized by DPS Monarch on 14th September 2020, and action song solo, poems, recitation solo, essay writing and story writing organized by MES Indian School on 14th September 2020. With a flawless performance, Heba Masood of grade 6H successfully secured the second position in International Hindi Poem Recitation Competition organized by DPS Monarch International School. God's Own Country or a Heaven on Earth, Keralium 2020. On the occasion of Kerala Piravi celebration, the Malayalam Department of Olive International School observed the Malayalam Week from 18th October to 22nd October 2020. As a tribute to God's Own Country, Kerala, several cultural programs were arranged on 1st November 2020. The principal, Mr. Jackson Maroki, delivered his message on the special occasion. The vice principal, Ms. Geeta Somashekharan, felicitated the program. This was followed by the cultural program of the students.
is a holistic approach to education with the goal of nurturing the passion for learning and continuous development throughout life. To make learning fun in kindergarten, the Kartya campus conducted various activities like collage making, games on CBC Words Hunt, knowing my seasons, and taking the best of kids' talent in an online class. Some homes are for just one animal or for a mother and her baby. Other homes are for a large group of animals to all live together. Our little Olympians learned about homes of their favorite animals with much enthusiasm. Spring is here. Conveying a lesson to children is challenging, but it's not at all challenging for hardworking and dedicated teachers who are ready for tasks and overcome the obstacles during this pandemic. While entertaining the students, the lesson on spring season is conducted by KG2 teachers through online.
That is all for today. See you next time with more enthralling events.